Hey everybody, I'm going to give you a quick home tour, Christmas tour. I'm going to show you how I make my cheese ball for the holidays and New Year's. It's super easy and delicious. And I wanted to give you time to run out and grab the ingredients if you wanted to make it this year. I don't know about you, but I feel like everything I'm doing is last minute, hurry, hurry. Oh well, we'll get through it, right? So let me show you a little bit of my holiday decor. As you can see here, I have my old window with the coffee filter wreath. I started to try to figure out what I was going to do with the ribbon, and I ended up leaving it, and I'm not even happy with it, and it's not even finished, and it's 2020. Yay! Okay, let me turn the camera around. When you come in the front door, you see Christmas cards from people, and then you have my tree. Well, guess what else happened this year? The lights decided not to light up on the bottom half. So now I need to go buy some more lights to take off the old ones and fix it. Oh, it's just one of those days. But on here I have ornaments that were sewn for me. Ornaments I cross-stitched myself, my sister bought, cute little home. These were done by my husband's best friend, Brent, one of his best friends' wife. Her name's Cynthia. She made it for each of my kids, and I love those. My first cross-stitch ever. And then I think Wyatt's is up here. And then more cross stitch I did. And this just has like all the homemade looking type decor on it. My Merry and Minty. And then my Prairie School Santa's on here. I love this little felt kitty cat with a little hula skirt. Coconut bra on. I think she's wool, actually, not felt, but. So yeah, this is kind of more like the homespun ornaments. Here's my Holly Jolly Christmas I made. It's really funny because these were from the store, and they were all on a garland, and I cut them all off because I loved how they looked just as ornaments. Kind of look like punch needle, sort of. All right, so that's my tree. On the bottom, I have this little tree skirt and my elf gnome. Then, as you come around, I have my little snowman bells on the coat closet. And then into the cutout, you have the Grinch. He dances and sings, and my grandkids love it. And two trees, I felt really just tie in great with him. On the opposite cutout, you have my little wood nativity that I made. I painted all of the animals. They were just the people who taught the class just had them plain with no faces, and I wanted faces and them to look like the barnyard animals. So I made that. My grandkids play with it constantly, take it up all over the house, but it's wood, so it can hold up. By my bedroom, I have this little stand that I change out for the seasons. And then as you come around, on the thermostat, I have a little Santa hanging. And then on the way into the front family room, I have my Snow Village hanging up. And love that. And as you can see, here I have a little snowman. Above this hutch here is all my Santas, my cloth teak Santas. And I put the pictures of the grandkids with Santa. And they're all just kind of hanging out up there. I had to put everything up high this year because my granddaughter will not leave it alone. She's one. By the Christmas tree, you can see we have our stockings hung on that red North Pole. And then my Christmas trees here. I have a flocked tree this year for the first time. I need to get a tree topper. Maybe after Christmas I can find one on sale. But it has all a combination of all of our fun memories. I put the big plastic balls on the bottom and not much else because my granddaughter and grandson like pulling everything off. And then just have, you know, all the old ornaments. I have all my nieces and nephews on the tree in frames like this. And just old memory, you know, all the fun stuff, baby's first Christmas, all the stuff you expect to see. I gave this to my granddaughter this year, Irie. She gets a little Hello Kitty. She's cute. And then I made these Ray Dunn inspired balls that say Merry, etc. Here's another little one of my son when he was like 3. And then this is an elf made, looks like from felt. I used to hang on my tree when I was growing up as a kid. Just long. And then another little ornaments from one, I think, I can't see the year. 2000 maybe? Yeah, 2000. And then this ornament here, it's got Minnie Mouse and it's got a little Mickey Mouse hanging from it. I gave this to my daughter in 1998 because she was going to have a little baby brother. She's the oldest. And what else can I find to show you? There's another old ornament I got from my mom. And this Department 56 old, this used to be my mom. There's a red one, a black one, and a white one. These are my favorite ornaments right here. Raggedy Ann and Andy. I love these. This is an old dough ornament that we made when I was a kid. Me and my siblings made it, painted them. Got this ornament the year we got our dog, which was in 2002. Let's see if it'll focus. He was black, so it didn't really match, but our little dog Ninja, he died this year. We had him for 18 years. These are my mom made when I was a kid from yarn. Really cute little beads and little Santa. So that's my tree and my tree skirt that my mom made me down below. I don't have any presents out because my grandson won't leave them alone. All right, in my kitchen, I have my 3-tiered tray. And I have a cloth teak Santa. He just fell asleep looking at his naughty and nice list with his bag of toys. And then the next row I have Mrs. Claus, and she's holding a real sugar cookie I got from my coworker, April. And just some blocks to spell out joy. We got Santa hanging on over here. On the bottom row I just put a couple snowmen, and let me show you the back. On the back you can see Santa's bald head, and I got this little, I think it's like iron, or I don't know, kind of quirky. And then the next tray down I have a little mug that says Hollies. I threw some holly in there. And then I have just a Mr. and Mrs. Claus on pepper shaker and a red metal star. And then on the bottom row I have another mug with a tree on it, and I just threw a little tree in there and some more holly. So It's not very elaborate, but it's cute. I didn't draw on my chalkboard yet, so I have to do that before Christmas Eve. And so I'll probably do that tonight, but this is just a poster board of a reindeer I painted for my daughter to take to her dance classes. She teaches little kids Polynesian dancing, and they did pin the nose on Rudolph. And so I just painted this up for her really quick. So my husband just stuck it up there, but I'm gonna pull it off and draw on my chalkboard. On the kitchen counter, I have a snowman, and these are some cookies my coworker April made for me. They're gonna be gone, I'm sure, as soon as my son sees them. And then I have the candy gingerbread house me and my grandkids made together. And just some mugs. In the windowsill above the sink, I have this tree that lights up and a Jim Shore Joseph and Mary on a donkey. My sister gave that to me. And then I put a little battery operated candle in this little nativity scene. Candle holder, and then I got those wool trees from Instagram. I got an eye for my granddaughter Irie and a Q for my grandson Quade. And they just sit up there. And then on my plate rack, I have some Ray Dunn plates, Mary, Mrs. Claus, Cheer, and Believe. And then here's a little, by the chair, little wooden trees in the house, and I have this sleigh filled with fake snowballs that we have a little snowball fight with the grandkids. Next to my desk with all the messy cords and computer, I have this other sleigh I put all the Christmas books in for my grandkids to see, a sign I made, my cross stitch, and a truck with trees in the back and a little nutcracker, metal nutcracker. And that just kind of sits by the computer desk. I hope you enjoyed the little home tour. Stay tuned for the cheese ball recipe, and hope you get a chance to make it. Let me know if you like it. And I'm gonna search through my old pictures because I don't have a finished picture of the cheese ball because I have to go to work and I didn't have time to. I don't want the nuts to get soggy. You put the nuts on right before you serve it. So I'm gonna look for an old picture of a cheese ball I can insert at the end. But anyway, the recipe is attached next. Okay. All right, everybody, holiday cheese ball time. Sorry for the lighting. This is early morning before I go to work, so I wanted to get this cheese ball done so you have time to make it for Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. You're going to need 2 packages of cream cheese, 2 blocks of 8 ounces each, and you want those room temperature. So you just open them up for a couple hours and let them get soft. So that's total of 16 ounces of cream cheese. You need 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of minced parsley, dried parsley. You're gonna need 5-ounce little jar of Old English Craft cheese spread. And this is out in the aisles by the big bricks of Velveeta. And then you're gonna need 1.5 cups of grated cheese. I like to use medium cheddar. You could use mild, you could use sharp, whichever you prefer. You also need 1 cup of chopped pecans, and those are for the end. Okay, so for right now, we're gonna add our soft cream cheese into the bowl, and I let it sit out for like an hour or so, just like this, because once it's soft, it's hard to get it off the packaging. We're gonna add it all into the bowl here. I'm gonna scoop the cheese out, And actually, I'm going to mix these items with this cheese first, get it nice and creamy. Then I'm going to put in the grated cheese. All right, I'll be right back. I just remembered a funny story. My mom used to wash these little glass jars out after she would make cheese balls and take the labels off. And they have a nice little lip on them that's soft. And these are the perfect little juice cups. We used to drink out of them. Put juice in them or milk or water. And they're perfect for little kids because the size of them. And so we would have several of these in our cupboard. It's funny. And then she would always, through the year, if they broke or they disappeared, when she'd make it next year, she would do it again. Because she would make this cheese ball for all of the neighbors. Because you can get probably 3 little mini cheese balls out of it. And she would give it with the sleeve of Ritz crackers and a little bow on top of it. And the neighbors all loved it. Friends and family. Okay, so I got the Old English cheese in there. 1 teaspoon of onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, and the 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese softened. I'm going to mix those up. Okay, you don't have to use a hand mixer if you want to use your KitchenAid or Bosch or however you want to mix it. Now I got all of those ingredients really creamed together nicely. So I'm going to dump in my grated cheese and I'm going to mix that in with a spatula. Okay, I folded in the grated cheese, 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese in with a spatula. And now we're going to get out the saran wrap. Okay, this is kind of hard to show, but you lay your saran wrap like an X, like a cross stitch or a plus sign. So you're going to do 1 piece horizontal and 1 piece vertical, so you have this nice big area here in the middle to put your cheese. Then you're going to scoop either half or 1/3, depending on what size of cheese ball you want, onto the middle of that plastic wrap. Okay, this is about half of the cheese ball here in the middle of the saran wrap. And I'm going to gather this saran wrap in my hand. I'm going to pick up the cheese ball in my hand and gather the saran wrap around it to fully enclose the cheese. Okay, see how I've brought it all the sides up? The cheese ball is fully surrounded. And you're going to kind of pinch it and twist it on this end. And then you're going to form it into a nice little round ball. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just like so. And then you're going to put this in the freezer. And today is Wednesday. So I'm going to put this in the freezer to get nice and hard. And I'm going to leave it in there till tomorrow afternoon. And then tomorrow afternoon, about probably 2 or 3 o'clock, this little frozen cheese ball will come out of this plastic really easy. And then I'm going to have a bowl of chopped pecans, and I'm going to roll this cheese ball around in those pecans and press it so the pecans stick to the cheese ball. And then I'm going to put it on a dish and leave it set out until the party. I always have it out for a couple hours before the party to thaw, and leave it out all evening, and then put it in the fridge at the end of the night, and it's perfectly fine. So this is going to go in the freezer and wait until the party to put the nuts on it. Here's the other half I'm going to do the same thing with, and that's it. You can eat it with wheat thins, Ritz crackers, whatever your preference is. So this is the other half of the cheese ball. I find that for a large gathering of, 10 or more people, this is plenty of cheese ball. I mean, it doesn't look like much here, but it's a lot. If you wanted to give a gift of a cheese ball to somebody, I recommend taking that batch and dividing it into at least 3 cheese balls, and that would be a substantial amount for a smaller size gathering. This is enough for you know, like I say, probably at least 6 to 15 people. And that's them really going to town on it, not just having 1 or 2 crackers. Sometimes when I have my whole entire extended family over in prior years, I'll just keep the recipe all together and do 1 ginormous cheese ball, or put 2 of them out. And then that's enough for like 30 or more people. But that's it. So again, you always want to make this the night before your party, because it tastes better the next day. And if you're in a crunch, you don't have to, but you need to at least refrigerate it for a little while to kind of get it to set up in that saran wrap in a nice smooth ball. Then, like I said, you'll take it out of the saran wrap. You'll have a bowl of 1 cup of chopped pecans, and you'll just press with your hand. You take that frozen ball and you'll press it into the nuts, all sides and the bottom, and coat all the sides, kind of pressing the pecans into the cheese ball, all the way around and on the top and on the bottom. And then you can put it out to serve it. Okay, I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments if you try my cheese ball. I would love to hear from you, and I hope you have a great holiday season. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and Happy Holidays.